is all we're doing. Here to play some paper magic with some friends.
The Gathering.
That's right. So, welcome back to the Guardian Project podcast Commander Stream. I am your host, Mike.
And I'm your other host, Andrew.
And we are the Guardian Project podcast. We record Commander gameplay every other week. We release new podcasts every week. You can find them wherever you listen to podcasts. Please check us out. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that when we put up new videos. You'll see our gameplay videos every week. And tonight we are joined by two magnificent guests. Back to the stream again, we have Max. Welcome back.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming on. Why don't you tell everybody who you are and what you do?
Okay, I am Max Crandall. I'm one of the hosts of Commander Central, a Commander podcast that posts on all podcasting platforms every Monday morning. And I just like to play Commander. That's what I do.
We all like Commander. It's so fun.
That's what we're here for, right? Well, thank you very much for joining us. And for the first time on our stream, I would like to welcome Jake Fitz. Welcome to the stream.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say it's my first time, so be nice to me. Go easy on me. I normally play CDH, so I'm afraid of getting pub stomped by some more casual players.
Yeah.
We're gonna go for you first now because you told us not to.
Of course, that has to happen.
You drag me down to your level, and you're gonna beat me at your own game.
And this is great because it's my first time playing with Jake, and Jake does all the editing that I do for Commander's Herald when I write articles now. So it was great.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm the editor at Commander's Herald, and I'm lucky enough to deal with Andy's writing, which is very good and requires minimal editing, which is great for me.
I
Makes my
paid
life
him to
easier.
say that.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
that's
the only reason I'm on the stream in the first place.
No, this is an alliance already. I mean, we got employee and employer. And now the employer just sitting here like, whatever.
It's quite the opposite. Anything I can do to make Andy's life harder, I'm going to do.
The article's been doing really well. I've got lots of nice comments, so that's not usually
and look,
normal.
we'll Andy, we'll see how the game goes. But if I win, I'll edit it and I'll put at the end like a written apology to me for how much better I am at Commander than you are.
And Jake, my editor's so much better at Magic than me. Have a great stream, everybody.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. It's not much.
All.
Too small. Just put in the tag of your bio at the end of every article.
Yeah,
so it's permanently there.
All right. Well, we already rolled to see who's going first. But before we do start, we are going to go around the table and talk about our decks. But we're going to do it in turn order. So going first for us today is Andy Flory. What you playing?
It's me going first. I feel like it's been a while since I've gone first on our stream. Maybe it was not last week. I don't know. But I'm playing not last week, 2 weeks ago. Fynn the Fangbearer. So I am playing a not infect deck. I am playing a poison counters deck. It doesn't say infect. So I'm playing a Death Touch tribal deck. So I am playing with a bunch of low drop creatures that all have Death Touch. And my commander says whenever a creature with Death Touch deals combat damage to a player, they get 2 poison counters. So the goal is to get poison counters on all my opponents and then proliferate them until they get 10 of them. And then I win the game because I only need to get 10 poison counters. So I'm starting the game and you guys actually only have 10 life where I really have 40.
It's terrifying.
That's how I'm viewing it. Yeah, right? So
I didn't sign up for this.
Well, thank you, Andy, for explaining your mono green deck. I'm sure all mono green decks are exactly the same. So, Max, why don't you go ahead and talk about the deck that you're going to play with us tonight?
I'm playing my brand new, never been played before Old Gnawbone deck. I just wanted to play all the big fun green creatures that I don't normally play, and secretly I just want to win by cracking all my treasures into Helix Pinnacle, but I have to naturally draw into that, so I'm just here to swing and make a bunch of treasures and make everybody jealous.
You know, nothing would make Andy more jealous as if you killed him with a Triumph of the Horde, so I hope you have it in your deck. Jake, why don't you tell us all what you are playing tonight?
So I'm playing my very good friend Robin's Aethreos deck, which I lost to plenty of times, years and years and years ago, but I haven't played against it since I needed a deck to play with you guys, and Robin was kind enough to put it back together for me. So I think it's just a mixture of your sort of typical Orzhov aristocrats, good stuff with all sorts of life-focused shenanigans and reanimation nonsense and all the rest of it. I mean, I've had a browse through it, and there are a couple of cards that make it onto EDH Rec's top 100 salty permanents, which is exciting.
Okay, nice. And I hope this isn't all just a troll and you play Shadowborn Apostle on turn 1.
No. It's not. I wish I'd thought that far ahead to prank you all like that.
That would have been really funny.
All right, and I am playing my Osgir, the Reconstructor, upgraded precon. I don't know what the price of this deck is anymore because I've upgraded it a little bit further than its original upgrade. The deck was mainly built to actually do a mill strategy. And make as many copies of Mesmeric Orb as possible. But lately I've been going for combat damage because it's more consistent, because it depends on more than one card in my entire deck. So that's what I'm going to try to do today.
I'm here for it.
All right, so we already mulliganed. Everyone's got a keepable hand, and we should be good to start. So Andy, why don't you start us off?
All right, I'm going to draw for turn. I'm going to play a forest and a soul ring and pass.
I'm going to draw. I'm also going to play a forest, but I won't copy the soul ring and pass.
Oh. I will kick it off with a swamp and a Viscera Seer. It's not quite a soul ring.
Oh, that's pretty good, though.
It's pretty
in
good.
Athreos deck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No complaints.
All right, I'll draw for turn. And I'm just going to play this Temple of Triumph and scry one. And I'll leave that one on top. That one seems okay. I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Oh, Jake, I see that you got... Okay, you did get your commander in. Okay. It was
Yeah,
giving you
all sorted.
trouble?
Yeah, spell table sometimes is just a little bit wonky, I find.
Sure. I'm going to draw. I'm going to play a forest. This says what? Oh, I like that. Okay, I'm going to pay 3 mana. I'm going to play Ronas's Monument. Green creature spells cost 1 less to cast. Whenever I cast a creature spell, target creature gets +2/+2 and trample. And I'm going to pay 1, and I'm going to play Fynn the Fangbearer.
Nice.
Begins.
And then I'm going to give it +2/+2 and trample.
Well, that's a cast trigger. You're gonna have to give Viscera Seer +2/+2 and trample till end of turn.
Ooh, okay, Viscera Seer is +2/+2 and trample.
Here we go.
And then I pass.
No, he doesn't control Viscera Seer.
Oh, it is
is
a
it?
creature you
Oh,
control.
okay.
Dang it.
Okay,
is
it
a
does
creature.
nothing this turn.
Imagine reading the card.
I'm going to play forest and pass.
Gonna be a silent clearing and an Orzhov Signet and Finn's a 1/3, right?
A 1/3.
Yeah, that doesn't make you very enticing to
He's
swing
got
at.
a
Who do I
bunch
think's
down.
more likely to use their life total? I think it's gonna have to be Osgir.
You.
Why don't you?
Sure.
I'll
take
one. I'll
We
pass.
never leave damage on the table. See?
Unless you need a blocker for infect creatures. I don't know.
Yeah.
But mine gives +2/+2 and trample, so.
Oh, I guess
Yeah,
it'll get through either way.
I'm
That's
screwed
true.
anyway.
Well, that's if
Yeah.
you cast another creature, which in your deck, if you didn't know, you're gonna cast creatures. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I run 30 of them.
Yeah. I'll play a plains. I'll tap my plains for my own soul ring. And then I am going to tap for 3 mana an Archaeomancer's map.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
This is the first
Love
time
that
I think
card.
I've ever seen this
That's
card
the
cast.
first time I've played it. So I'm going to go grab 2 plains. and put them in my hand. And whenever one of my opponents plays a land, if they control more lands than me, I can put a land from my hand into play. And I pass the turn.
Stuck on 2 mana it is, okay.
Untap, draw. I am going to pay 1 green for a Deadly Recluse, a 1/2 reach death touch. Trigger Ronas. This is his monument. And I'm going to give Fynn +2/+2 and trample. And I am going to move to combat. And I will swing this over at Mike because you have red.
Yeah.
So I'm going to deal 3 damage to you, and you get 2 poison counters.
I've got 2 poison counters.
All right. I love that for me. And then I'm going to play this forest. I have more lands than you.
I'm going to play Plains.
Woo! And then I'm going to tap for... I'm going to tap for 4, but I'm only use 3 of it. For Bow of Nalia, attacking creatures I control have Death Touch. And then I pass.
Okay.
Spooky.
I will draw. I'm going to play a forest. And I will tap for 2 to play an Arcane Signet. And I will pass my turn.
Okie dokie, artichoke. I will play a
Card draw would be really nice at this point, though. I'm running out.
Talisman of Hierarchy, and I will tap both rocks for a Cruel Celebrant, and I'll take 1 damage.
All right.
And pass.
Untap and draw. Play a mountain as my land for turn.
I feel bad the Boros player has more lands than me.
Well, play
feel
a
like I'm doing
play a
something
cultivate.
The good news is that now Mike's officially ahead of everybody else, so now
True.
when I play a land,
Yeah.
it won't be a land drop.
Yeah.
So my turn 4 Sky Shroud claim shouldn't happen. Gotcha.
Oh no, you make that happen.
Okay.
Jacobo asked if anyone else is going to Commander Legends pre-release. So my brother's getting married in a couple of weeks, so I actually have his bachelor party this weekend. So I am not going to a pre-release. How about you guys? Anyone else here going?
I am packing for vacation, so I will not be going as well.
I'm thinking about it, but no commitments.
Jake, is yours this weekend in Australia?
Oh, I was going to say it was a bit too far for me to attend your one, but our Australian one is, I think, 2 or 3 weeks away, and I'm hoping I can attend. I think I've got a commitment that I can't get out of, but I really want to go. It's been so long since, like, a big Magic event with multiple people. Like in Australia, that last one was 2019, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's been a while.
I would like to attempt to rip apart Fynn for 3 damage.
What that do?
It deals
Rip
3
apart?
damage to target creature.
Rips it apart.
It literally rips
Or
it apart.
It's modal. It could also destroy target artifact or enchantment.
Okay, yeah. Fynn got ripped to shreds.
Ripped.
Such a good spell. Such a good spell.
It's a good spell.
Then I'll tap 4 and cast a Solemn Simulacrum. And I'll go get a mountain and put on the battlefield tapped and pass the turn.
Your chat says don't actually rip the card.
Don't rip it. There's only one card you have to rip, right? And that's Chaos Confetti.
Draw. I think so.
Yeah.
I am going to pay 3 mana because Fynn costs 4 but 1 less. I'm going to play Fynn the Fangbearer.
Yeah.
I have a Ronas's Monument trigger. I'm going to give Deadly Recluse +2/+2 and trample. I am going to move to combat. What is Cruel Celebrant's power and toughness?
Cruel Celebrant is a 1/2.
has trample.
It does. I mean, I guess that's true because Death Touch and Trample is pretty neat. So I get to
Yep.
through no matter what. All right, Jake, I'm going to swing at you for 3 Death Touch Trample.
Unacceptable, Andy. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm not going to do anything about that.
Okay.
No, thanks.
So you will take 3, and then you will have 2 poison counters.
Yeah, where is the... How do we... is this it?
I don't know. So if you click on my on your own infect, I guess you can track your own infect if you wanted to treat it that way. For miscellaneous.
Yeah, I'm tracking it at 2. It's just a shame it doesn't show up so people don't know how close I am to death's door.
And then after that, I will second main phase do. I didn't play a land yet. I'm gonna play a Karn's Bastion for a turn.
Ooh,
nice.
And then I'm gonna pass.
I will untap and draw. That's a thing.
Hi, Robin. Is this Robin? Is this your deck? I think that's who you mentioned, right?
Yeah, that'll definitely. Yep, that'll be her.
Thank you so much for lending it to Jake.
I'm gonna play a Field of Ruin.
Okay.
And then I will pay 3 for a Viridian Revel. An enchantment. Whenever an artifact is put into my opponent's graveyard from the battlefield, I draw a card. Or I may draw a card.
Nice. That's good. That's good against my deck.
Yeah, it's really good.
I don't have treasure synergy in this deck, and it's still real good.
Mr. Big Fans, what up?
That is my turn. Go ahead, Jake.
Awesome.
You built it before you and your group transitioned to CEDH. Okay. What are you playing CEDH, Robin?
Oh, don't get us started.
I've got Malcolm Vile Smasher. It's pretty fun.
Oh, nice, Andy.
Winota and Herald. Herald, that's the blue one, right? Is that the blue?
Harold's a weird Golgari.
The elf thing. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, Donald is the blue one. Harold, Donald, or Donal. I don't know how to pronounce
Donal, yeah.
Donal?
Yeah.
Donal.
I'm going to tap 3 for the big fella.
Yes.
Aethreos.
Yeah.
And I'll also play a Wayfarer's Bauble.
Nice.
Nice.
Does Aethreos only trigger on creatures or anything that goes to your graveyard?
Creatures.
Oh, wow. Imagine that.
Right?
That would be so cool.
I will play this Plains as my land for turn. I'll do 4 mana for my commander, Osgir.
4 mana.
And then I will I'll move to combat. Max, I'm gonna swing at you for 2 with my Solemn Simulacrum.
That will successfully hit me for 2.
Wonderful. My plans coming together.
I'm glad I could help.
And then I will, for 0 mana, I'm gonna suspend a Lotus Bloom.
Okay.
Cool.
It's
neat. Exactly what I wanted.
I really wish I really wish it was in my graveyard. Because then I could make 2 of them for 0 mana. But
shucks.
For 1 white, I'm going to cast a Dispeller's Capsule.
Oh, I don't like that.
So 2 and a white and tap it. Sacrifice Dispeller's Capsule. Destroy target artifact or enchantment.
I feel like that Ronus's Monument has done more work than anything I've ever played today.
Than I've ever played ever.
I mean, it has done work. I don't lie.
It's early.
Yeah, it's still early. But I'll pass the turn after that.
I'm gonna pay 2 and activate Bow of Nylea to put a +1/+1 counter on Fynn. All right, untap. draw. I am going to.
Max, we need to work together.
Oh, it's yours to speak.
I'm just chilling. I'm just, making sure everybody
I'm
plays
spooked.
fair Magic, which I feel like no one is since I'm playing green and I have the least amount of lands.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Forest. Return. I am going to pay 2 for X equals 2. I'm going to play Primal Might. I'm going to give Fynn +2/+2, and then it fights a creature I don't control. I'm going to fight Osgir.
I will blow up Ronus's Monument.
You got it.
I'll draw a card.
Yes, you will. Osgir dies. And is it fight or deals damage?
It is fight. So my creature is a 3, 4, 5, 6 toughness.
Okay, so it's got 2 effective toughness.
Yes. Move to combat.
Yep.
I will swing Deadly Recluse at Max, and I will swing Fynn at Mike.
No blocks.
No block.
Yeah.
Okay, so Max is at 2 now, and Mike, you are at 4.
Yep.
Second main phase. I will do nothing else, and I pass.
Awesome. I will untap and draw.
Oh, Max, James did mention 2 artifacts left.
Oh, thank you.
Osgir.
I drew that. It's an artificer.
Oh, is it not an artifact?
It's not an artifact.
Think? No.
Oh yeah, but the Ronus's Monument and then your capsule left.
That's
the
right.
capsule.
Oh, yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. So this would have been the capsule.
Yeah, you just get one
This is
extra.
turn.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you, chat.
Thank you, James. I didn't use
Nice.
that playmat either because I figured you'd be in chat. I'll play a forest.
I met James through you, Max.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah. Well, not through you direct, but your show.
Gotcha. Bramble Sovereign.
That's a good card.
I'm gonna tap for 2
That's getting a replay.
and play
Yeah.
a Lightning Greaves.
Lightning Greaves.
And I'm gonna try to equip the Greaves onto the Sovereign.
Yep.
All good.
Cool. That will be my turn.
Sweet. Oh, I think I should have taken 1 extra damage last turn from the Talisman of Hierarchy.
You tapped
I
it for
think.
color.
It doesn't matter that much.
Okay.
I've taken it either way. Untap, draw.
Is that a silent clearing you have for your land?
Yeah, yes, but I didn't tap that one last
Okay.
turn.
Okay.
I love those lands.
They're
Gotta
good.
do
A
a
lot of
little
people
bit of
don't.
So good.
A lot of people don't know they don't tap for colorless, and you don't take
Right.
damage.
Yeah. Yep.
They are not pain lands.
They're
No,
not like
not.
the pain lands.
They're
yeah.
more painful than pain lands.
Always pain.
It's always
pain.
pain. Always pain unless you want to sack it to draw a card. But that's just kind of a mouthful to say every time you talk about that particular cycle
Yep.
of lands,
Right.
which only covers half of the color combinations.
Just ogre hat.
Plains.
Okay, sure. True.
I will play a Merciless Executioner.
Oh, beautiful.
Uh-oh.
I'll sacrifice
So-
Solemn Simulacrum.
Yeah, I'll sack Merciless itself.
Deadly Recluse.
And I will draw off of the simulacrum going to the graveyard.
Oh, me too.
Yep. And Wormcoil Engine,
Teamwork.
I'll target you with the Aethreos life payment.
How much mana do you have remaining?
I have 1, 2, 3, and the Wayfarer's Bauble can't do anything this turn, so just 3.
Could.
Okay, yeah, you can have it back.
Yep.
You could crack that bauble. That's perfectly fine with me.
Yeah, should I play around the Viridian Reveal and never crack the bauble? dare I hamper myself that much? I'll pass. I'll pass. And Max, you'll get your draw. Don't worry about it. You'll get it.
Jake, Robin says, did we get the Cruel Celebrant trigger?
Oh, the drain.
Oh, what is the Cruel Celebrant trigger? Or another creature you control? Okay, everybody loses 1 life and I gain 1 life because I had the Merciless Executioner die.
Wonderful.
Nice.
All right,
This is why I need Robin in the chat so she can help me pilot.
See, Robin's helping us out. So many things to remember in Commander.
Untap at my upkeep. I'll remove a suspend counter from my Lotus Bloom and draw a card.
I like that you wrote infect counters.
Well, because there's like no other way to show it, right? Like we were just talking about. So
they're poison counters, though.
Well, it's infect tracking, but these on it are poison counters.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
All right. Fair.
It's a
fair,
good catch,
fair.
right? Good catch. Yeah. Okay. 6, 7, 8 mana here. Would cost 6 for my commander.
I like that you can get the Archaeomancer's map doubled with Osgir. If you can get rid of
that's
stacked
sweet.
artifacts,
Yeah.
just stack generic artifact abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oscar has one.
Yeah,
Oh.
Oscar itself.
Oh, I should just read your commander.
Pay 1, sack an artifact, target creature gets +2/+0 till end of turn.
Cool. I know
Reading
how
the
this-
card is the worst part of the game. What are you talking about?
Honestly, I don't
It's the
want to
hardest part of
read.
the game.
I have played it against Osgir at least 15 times this
Yeah.
year, and I did not realize that was there.
It's pretty good.
Richard Garfield intended you to just sort of get the vibe of the card from the art. All the text on a card is flavor text.
For 6 mana, I'm gonna cast Duplicate.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna imprint Fynn.
Ooh, you have a Fynn now.
I have a 1/3. It doesn't copy
A 1/3.
anything else but the power and toughness.
But it gets rid of Fynn.
It gets rid of Fynn, and then I'll pass the turn.
I'm gonna pay 2, activate Bow of Nylea, and I'm gonna do. Okay, there's a lot of words on this card. If you all didn't know.
You pick one of them though, right?
Yeah, I pick 1. I'm gonna do. Are there any creatures out here that have flying? No.
None from me.
All right, I'm gonna gain 3 life.
Nice.
All right, untap. And draw. I am going to play this forest. I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3 for Eternal Witness. I'm going to grab back Deadly Recluse. And then I'm going to pay...
Andy, Eternal Witness doesn't have Death Touch.
Not yet.
The Bow and Aaliyah says,
True.
do. Deadly Recluse. Pass my turn. What would the original Twiddle do if you based it just on the art? Okay, everybody, we gotta find Twiddle while we're...
The Twiddle.
Question. Who was asked that?
It was Decoval, and the original art has a rock that looks like it has weird chords with a floating rock above
Let's
it.
try it. I'm gonna tap 7. And I'm gonna cast Old Gnawbone.
You have an
Oh.
Old Gnawbone.
That's a brave. That is a brave play, Max.
I love
Oh,
it.
because you have the Merciless. Dude, it is a great play.
Oh, no. Give it haste.
I might. I will go to equip the Greaves.
Hey,
Yeah.
Max, with that trigger on the stack, don't swing at me, okay? Is that okay? Is that cool?
What happens if I do?
You weren't planning on swinging at me, right?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I just wanted to make sure. Okay,
But
trigger
now
result.
now I kind of want to see what would happen.
No, you wouldn't.
Now that the
kinda want
Greaves
to.
is on it, I kind of want to.
No, see,
I
we can
want
help
the
each
box.
other.
I
We
want to see
can,
what's in the box.
no, we can help each
Swing
other
it,
later.
Max,
I'll let
swing it, Andy. Swing it, Andy, Max.
Max. I'll let you
Tell you what,
open.
Max, I won't play the Merciless Executioner if you swing it, Andy.
Okay.
How about that?
At
What's that
this
for a
point,
deal?
That's the best deal on the table right now.
Yeah.
Is him not casting that Merciless Executioner.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's
There
fair.
you go.
No, I hate this deal. This deal sucks.
I'm gonna move to
You're not
combat.
part of the deal, Andy.
And I'm going to swing at Andy for
Uh,
7.
Old
Master of
Gnawbone.
politics.
I take 7.
I'm going to make 7 treasures.
Whoa!
Wow.
Broken mechanic. Only costs 2 mana. Makes 7. Oh wait, we're talking about Old Gnawbone. Never mind.
I love it. I love it. I have 1 copy of Old Gnawbone, and I put it in Ginny Faye.
Oh, mine's in Sultai Clones.
I have one in Dramoka, and then I'm like, I'm just building a green deck around it. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
What else could I play? 'Cause this could be fun.
Oh, chat said they remember reading that they had no idea what Twiddle's art should be when they first made the card.
I believe that.
Yeah, it looks like
Just
not
looks like nothing.
There's a lot of cards out there though that I'm surprised. Like, I guess that
I'm gonna
artwork
pass
is
the turn.
pretty fitting. Like, Food Chain is like a pile of dirt with worm things coming out of it.
No, it's a big tiger or whatever, a lion.
Yeah,
That
the
one
new
makes
Food
way
Chain
more
art's
sense.
pretty cool.
The Judge promo art makes way more sense to me than
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go, Jake.
Oh, cool. Okay.
dirt with
Wait,
Oh,
it's
sorry. Actually, in your end step. Sorry, let me just do the Wayfarer's Bauble.
It
Take
does
your
kind of
draw.
look, like a pile of
draw.
dirt with a bunch of weird slugs coming out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, is that like a grave of somebody? And
I think it's just like
guess it could
compost.
be.
is it just?
I think it's just things eating the dead. That's like the vibe that it's going for.
Yeah.
That's my take on it anyway.
I mean, I guess that is one part of the food chain, the life cycle. It's things
Yeah, it's like the
feeding on
lowest
earth.
point of it.
Yeah.
It just looks so much cooler having a tiger leaping on whatever
Yeah.
it is that's in that Judge promo art.
eating a wolf.
Yeah, I want a picture of
It's about
Galta.
to.
I
It's
want
going to.
I want a picture of Galta eating a vampire on Ixalan, and that be called food chain.
That's food chain.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool one.
Okay, so just as far as like table etiquette goes, I've promised Max that I wouldn't play the Merciless Executioner, and I won't.
But the flashback.
But the flashback Marauder.
Oh,
It's not the Flashback Marauder, but I have top decked a different answer that I want to play because it answers everyone else's stuff as well. I'll take the table's guidance on whether or not it's appropriate or not.
I guess it depends on what that is. I mean,
I mean, I did specifically say
if it's
one.
a board wipe, do we care? I guess is that the question? Because I would say no.
yeah. I mean, I'm only losing 1 creature. I don't really mind.
Well, yeah, okay. If a board wipe is kosher, then buckle up.
go for it.
No.
If it's farewell, it's not okay. No, I'm kidding.
It's a pretty. I think it's actually a pretty fun one, and it gets around the Lightning Graves. I will
Ooh, it's Winds of Abandon.
upload wins.
Yeah, it is exile. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Also, it's also just that it changes it from target to each, so I don't have to worry about getting through the shroud on Gnawbones. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Max. At the point that I saw that, I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, no.
No, you're good.
That's a good
I get one land tapped,
I get-
right? Basic.
one. They are tapped, right? The basic lands, Jake?
Yeah, it's a path to exile.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Two
to the
more.
battlefield tap, then shuffle their libraries. Yeah, I mean it's not the worst thing. It's a whole bunch of ramp for at
Yeah,
least.
for sure.
Ah, and now Andy controls more
I don't
lands
have-
than me.
Anything that cool.
Mm.
So my
do.
my Archaeomancer map triggers, and I decide not to put a land from my hand into play.
Yeah, no one's gonna have hasty. I'll just swing. I'll just do 1 damage to your Wormcoil.
I'm gonna go to 32.
Pass.
All right. Untap. Upkeep. I'm gonna remove another suspend counter from Lotus Plumes. It's got 1 left, so I'll be casting it
Almost
at my
spring.
next
It's
upkeep.
almost spring for that Lotus.
Ugh, looking forward to it.
Chat.
Poetic.
James says you're showing
So
the stream,
poetic.
I am going to tap 6 mana for Osgir.
Osgir has to tap to do its thing, right?
To exile an artifact, yes,
Okay.
and make 2 copies of it. It does not have to tap to sacrifice an artifact.
Sure.
You're not using that Soul Ring anymore,
Yeah, but I cannot tap Osgir this turn, so
but you don't have to for the first one.
I don't. But is Osgir going to be on my board when it comes back around? Would be my next question after that.
That's a good question.
It's a good question, right?
You're the one ripping things apart.
I would do no such thing, but I have done that actually. I will. Let's do that. That seems good. For 3 mana, I'm gonna cast Scrap Trawler.
All right.
Hey, I've heard of them.
Right.
Right.
And then I'll play Forgotten Cave tapped, and I will pass the turn.
All right. Untap. Draw. Oop. Okay. What do you do? That's pretty good. But I am a mana short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll play Fynn again.
You got heaps of mana.
I know. But Fynn
I
costs
wish we could all
6.
be that lucky.
Wait, you do have 7 treasures sitting over there.
Yeah, you got 7. What are you talking about?
After that, I will pass my turn. Oh wait, shit! That was so stupid. There's a flesh bag in hand.
There
or whatever.
might be.
Gosh dang it!
Everyone keeps playing into it.
I'm gonna untap and draw. 1, 2. And I'll use a treasure. Why not? I'm gonna play a Nissa Vastwood Seer.
Oh yes.
Oh, cool.
ETB, go get a basic forest card, put it into my hand, shuffle my deck, and then when a land enters the battlefield under my control, if it's 5/7 or more, I transform her into the Planeswalker to get around the Fleshbag Marauder.
And you can get a baby Ashaya, but I assume we're going to
Which would not get around the Fleshbag Marauder.
It would not.
No.
But you get a token Ashaya, and who could turn
Yes.
that down? Most people.
I most likely will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play my land for a turn.
I wonder if I should play that in
Which will
Aethreos.
trigger.
Oh, it's legendary. I
Yeah.
don't want that.
You get 2, and then 1
2
dies.
legendary 4/4s.
You got to jump through a couple hoops to get 2 legendary 4/4s with no way of keeping both of them.
I will +1 Nissa to reveal the top card of my library. If it's a land, it goes onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put it in my hand.
Yeah, Rob and I agree. The flipwalkers are the best, even if Jace's strategy did destroy standard. All I want is more of them. I like that we got the one for Nicol Bolas. I really want them to give us, well, I was asking for Tamiyo, but also Kiora, just to see a few of the other planeswalkers and how they sparked. I don't think we'll get one for Tamiyo now, but I mean, I guess we could. It doesn't matter. It's a past, right? It's a story in the past. But those are the 2 that I'd want if we could get new ones.
I want to get a Casmina that forces flipwalkers to flip. Because that's
I
what
want to see a good Kiora. I swear every Kiora card is just
The
bad.
uncommon Kiora is the best Kiora.
It's very good.
Oh, is that the one that draws when
Behemoth
you play
back in
4
there.
or more?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so that one's pretty good, but I feel like War, everything was pretty good. Oh my god, that's the card! That's the one people are upset about.
I will use
Yes.
all my 6 remaining treasures to cast a Bootlegger's Stash.
Yes.
Yep.
Where's the parallel lives?
I haven't drawn
Come on, are
it.
you even trying? Are you even trying?
That's funny. That's great. This is our first time market. 6/2/22. First time I've seen one in a game and on our stream.
That's right.
I will end my turn.
Nope.
Wow, look at you leaving all that mana up. You think you're going to make treasures or something?
Or I might blow up your Karn's Bastion with my Field of Ruin.
You are disgusting. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I don't want you to kill everybody but me. Oh no, I do have. In fact, I don't want you to kill everybody.
What if I do kill everybody but you, though? It's pretty good, pretty sweet deal, right?
I'm too early in the game to make that deal.
It's getting pretty close to
Too
game
early?
time here.
We're on turn. Oh wait, we're not on turn 8. I got ramped by 2.
Yes,
we're on turn 6.
We're on
Okay.
turn 6. Yes.
I'll play a Grim Horospex.
Great card.
That's amazing.
Oh, my card's a little bit too high up there.
That's a good
A Grim
board
Horospex, and then just like 2 turns ago, a Merciless Executioner. So that is 1 sacrifice for everybody. So I'll choose my Merciless Executioner.
I'm gonna choose my scrap trawler, which I changed out for my scrap trawler's proxy that I got from being.
Oh, that's a
patron,
nice looking proxy.
that I got for being
That's
a patron
sweet.
of the scrap trawlers.
In the Fangbearer.
Nice.
So that's a draw for Max, and then a 3 draws from me. From no,
And it
sorry,
is
just
not-
1 from me.
It is not
'cause
for
it's
being a
Grim.
patron. That is a.
Oh, no,
gift.
you're right.
Free.
You're right.
It is.
And then we all lose a life from the cruel celebrant.
Yep. And yes, I've got the Aethreos trigger, which I will throw at Max.
I will lose the 3 life for that
Thank
to go
you.
away for a
Oh.
while.
Thank you.
I
That's the
also
right choice, I think.
I also have
my draw from.
I have a
Grim Horospex.
trigger off the scrap trawler dying to return an artifact with lesser mana value than it from my graveyard to my hand, so I'll return Dispeller's Capsule
Yep.
to my hand.
Yep. Cool. And then do a cheeky old Blood Chief Ascension.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, sorry, that's just 1 mana. And pass.
Untap. At my upkeep,
How many cards does everyone else have in hand?
I have 3.
I have 2.
1.
Enough.
I'm gonna remove.
I have 6. I have 6 cards in hand.
Oh, come on.
I'm removing.
What was I doing thinking Max wasn't a problem?
I'm never the problem until you realize I'm the problem. And I'm not the problem yet.
I'm gonna remove the last counter from Lotus Bloom and cast it at my upkeep. So this, I can tap it and sacrifice it for 3 mana of any color. And I'll draw for turn. Let's tap 3 mana for a Mirage Mirror.
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
So you can have Viridian Revel or that bootlegger stash or
Or Gnawbone, if it ever comes back.
Yes, or Aethreos.
Yeah, wow, hey. That's spooky.
Or
I
Athreos.
could even have a forest if I wanted to.
you could find
Or
fast
Field
and
of Ruin.
proliferate
You
on
get the
Jake and
second
Max.
Field of
I
Ruin.
could do that. That's actually pretty. That's pretty
pretty
spicy.
smart.
I'll think
Pretty
about
smart.
it for the future. Okay. I haven't played land for turn. I have not played.
No,
land
you
for
have not.
turn. No. I'll play this mountain as my land for turn. I'll pay 1 mana for a Dispeller's Capsule that everyone knew I had. I will move to combat. Max, you don't have any blockers right now?
I do not have any blockers currently. You are correct.
Okay. I'll take
Don't
in
like
pace,
the way
Nissa.
Jack said
I'll
that.
take that risk. I'm gonna swing Osgir at Nissa for 4.
Yeah, see, and you did your job.
Yep. That was life gain. That's what just happened there.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Do I want to return anything from my graveyard? Of course I do. Let's do 4 mana. Activate Osgir to exile Solemn Simulacrum. And I'll make 2 token copies of Solemn Simulacrum. They both enter the battlefield. I will go tutor for 2 basics. Hey, Jakey Jew, thank you for the follow. JOO, Jakey Jew. 2 ETB triggers. I'm going to go find 2 basics. They'll enter the battlefield tapped. I'll do 1 plains, 1 mountain, and that'll be the end of my turn.
At the end of your main phase,
Yes.
I'm going to tap 7 forests to make 7 treasures. And then I'll use 2 of them to crack my Field of Ruin to blow up the Karn's Bastion.
Okay. And then what happens now?
Destroy target non-basic land an opponent controls. Each player searches their library for a basic land and puts it onto the battlefield untapped, and then shuffle your library. So you get to we all get a basic land.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll get them out.
I'm just helping everybody.
I appreciate it.
Very cool.
Especially since I was shuffling.
Robin is correct. Osgir looks like it is about to pop the heck off.
I have a lot of mana. That's for sure. I have 1 card in my hand.
I have 2 cards in my hand and can't keep a creature out, so I am no longer the problem.
I have 1 card in hand.
I have no creatures.
If I can get both of these Solemns to die, then I would definitely agree that I am in a very good position to pop off. But I think Max has a full grip, don't you?
I do have 6 cards in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have enough.
That is, at this point, not my problem, because I have 2 cards.
Hey, we all might die same turn, so who knows?
We sure might. I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to tap Bow, and I'm going to gain 3 life.
Heck yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
Untap. And draw. So, Mike, you have a lot of stuff. Is Athreos a creature right now? It is.
I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, just a creature.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay. Well, I mean, what are we if not going for it, right? You gotta try something.
Sure.
So I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna play Vorinclex Monstrous Raider.
Nice.
6/6 trample haste. If you would put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, you put twice that many counters on target permanent or player. And if an opponent would put counters on something they put half that many counters on the things.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna pay 4 for Triumph of the Hordes to give it +1/+1 trample and infect.
Holy
I'm dead.
I think anyone is dead right now.
So I'm going to respond to the Triumph of the Hordes.
I don't have to swing at you, Max, because I was
I
planning
know,
on
but
swinging
I'm still going to draw a card. I was going to do this no matter what, so. Oh,
This is
Mike,
spooky.
you have 2 blockers, right now?
I have 2 2/2s.
So I will deal 1 to each of them. The rest tramples over, which would be 5, so it would be 10 infect.
It has Death Touch.
Oof.
It does, because Triumph of the Hordes gives +1/+1 trample and and infect.
but it has
Which
the
is
bow
not
has
that
to
much.
exist, so.
But it has trip. But the bow gives death touch to
Oh,
attacking
okay.
creatures.
Gotcha.
Ah,
Yep,
yeah, so it's still got it anyway.
So move to combat, and I guess all I can do.
Oh my goodness.
Well, no, there's a freaking Mirage Mirror.
I do have a Mirage Mirror and 1 card in hand.
Yeah. Stupid Mirage Mirror, because you could turn it into a Vorinclex, and then I have problems. So I don't think I can actually swing at Mike. So,
But if I make a Vorinclex when you swing at someone else, we could put triple the amount of counters.
if any damage gets through,
Yeah.
because
I'm
if
super dead.
if an Aethreos blocks, I don't think anything gets through, right? Or can I still just assign 1 point of damage even though it's indestructible?
I believe you can still assign 1 point. Because it would still be considered a lethal amount of damage normally.
No.
It's not lethal.
No, because the
That's
whole
the
reason
thing.
that you only need to apply 1 is because that 1 will kill it. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
so
sure. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Well,
I'll
it-
defer to
well,
someone
then
who knows better.
It definitely
No.
would go over effective toughness then, though.
Yeah, so you'd still start 1
But if-
over. Or
but
2
if-
over.
If Jake blocks with all 3, 0 goes over. All 4 of his creatures, 0 goes over.
Right.
Well, then you wipe his board, and you just pay all the life.
Oh, the Vorinclexes would cancel each other out.
Why can't you swing it, Max, or you just think he's got something good in hand?
Fog.
I mean,
1 green.
it's possibly
fog.
something good in hand. There's a lot there,
rat.
And I have 3 mana, so
yeah, I literally can't swing at Mike because Vorinclex will cancel
Yeah.
each other out. So Max, you're my
Well-
only option.
doesn't your Vorinclex technically get +1/+0?
It does have +1/+1.
Yeah, so yours will live.
But I don't.
As long as he doesn't throw the simulacrums in the way.
Why would I do that?
So Max, I have to try and swing at you for 7.
And you're gonna get through.
So it's gonna be 7. It's gonna be.
I'm dead. I'm
14 infect.
Yeah, I'm dead. I'm super dead.
Okay, then I pass with 1 card in hand.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That was quite the infect turn.
Shouldn't have blown up that card.
You know, I had this dream of making my Mirage Mirror into the Viridian Revel when you had a full board of treasures. Like,
oh, that would have been cool.
You should have told me, and I would have at least sacked them for you.
Okie dokie.
That's okay.
I will tap for
Babo Opa. Thank you for the follow.
Taysa Karlov.
Robin, Blood Chief Ascension looking pretty useless with Foreign Class.
Yeah, it's
very true.
It's not crash hot. And then
this was the other new card I think this deck got. And this one turns out is good.
Good.
3 more for another Merciless Executioner effect, a Plague Crafter. So I'm gonna need to figure out just exactly what happens because Taysa, creature dying. So that's not an ETB. Doesn't affect the ETB. So it'll just give me more Cruel Celebrant and double Grim Horror specs.
Correct.
Yeah, sweet.
Yep.
Okay, so I will. Oh, actually, does it give me? How does Aethreos work? Do I have 2 triggers to assign to someone?
You do have 2 triggers to assign.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool, very legal. Okay, Worm Coil. 2 triggers at you, and I'm sacrificing my own Plague Crafter, and then 2 damage to everybody, and I gain 2 life.
Yeah, I will sacrifice one of my token copies of Solemn Simulacrum to that. I'll take 2 life. I'll draw 1 card from my Solemn, and you can have your Plague Crafter back to your hand twice, actually.
And 2 draws from Grim Horror specs.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah. There's so many triggers in this, Robin.
I used to have a Taysa deck, and it was very good. I had Aethreos and Taysa. You've got Taysa in your Athreos.
Mm-hmm. You got peanut butter in my chocolate, but I really play
chocolate. But that's acceptable. Peanut butter and chocolate together.
Yeah.
But peanut butter and pickles do not.
What? Where did this come from?
People
this out of
that.
left.
Peanut butter and pickles.
Not that that was a thing.
That's like a thing.
Andy coming at you hard and fast with a 5/4.
I will take 5 very quickly, and that's commander.
And commander damage. And I'll pass.
That's a thing.
I forget about it.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to pay 1 white, and I'm going to cycle this secluded step. Oh my gosh. More freaking lands. I mean, great cards.
Just
Love
turn
cards.
your stuff into just turn your Mirage Mirror into a Bow and Alea when you swing at Jake. All your stuff.
There you go.
Easy.
I was thinking about like, do I want my Mirage Mirror to be something else for this entire other turn? But I don't think I do. I think I'm just gonna untap.
I'm sure Dekoval, it probably is some weird American thing. We have a lot of weird stuff here.
Yeah, we do.
Do we have any weird Michigan stuff?
I'm sure, but I can't think of anything.
We eat fluffernutters. Is that a thing overseas?
I've heard of them.
It's marshmallow fluff. It's marshmallow, but like peanut butter. It's not peanut butter consistency, but it's like spreadable marshmallow, and then you put that on one piece of bread and peanut butter on the other, and it's called a fluffernutter, and it's really good. And I grew up with that, and it's so horrendous. It's literally just sugar.
That sounds like diabetes on a sandwich.
Probably. It's really bad for you, but like I still eat it. It's really good.
I am going to pay 4 mana, and I'm going to cast a sorcery called Excavation Technique. and it has demonstrate. It says destroy target non-land permanent. Its controller creates 2 treasure tokens. I am going to demonstrate it, and Jake, I'm going to give you the other copy of this spell. But I am going to put all my targets on the stack before you have to put your target on the stack. So my 2 targets are going to be Teysa Karlov and Solemn Simulacrum.
Yep. Cool.
And you get one copy as well.
I'm quite familiar with this card. So what do I get out of this? I get 2 treasure tokens?
Yeah, whatever permanent you destroy, the owner of that permanent gets 2 treasure tokens. It just has to be 1 non-land permanent. Can be something on mine, can be something on your own board.
Oh, okay, and I can destroy any non-land. Jeez, this is an interesting spell. I'm not super familiar with demonstrate yet.
Yeah. So if demonstrate means I get to copy it, and if I do, one of my opponents also gets a copy of it.
Okay, cool. I will hit your Osgir.
Yes.
Hit Teysa, right?
And I hit Teysa, yes.
Cool, so just find a dice to represent 2 treasures.
Does Teysa count herself for the double death triggers?
Someone who knows the rules better than me will be able to tell you
I'm
that.
saying you need to do triggers, so if this one goes off first, then...
Oh, because they do. They go off in order. So, you're right. So Osgir dies first, and I get 2 treasure tokens, and you get a drain. Or no, drain only counts with your own creatures dying. Not any creature, correct? Your Cruel Celebrant?
Cruel Celebrant, yes, just with my own.
Okay.
So 1 drain when the Teysa goes, but nothing yet.
Right. So, so Osgir dies, I get the 2 treasures. Solemn Simulacrum dies, I get 2 treasures and draw a card. And then Teysa dies.
And Teysa will give you double triggers on death.
Yes. So then we get 2
That's
drains.
For 2 Cruel Celebrant and 2 Grim Haruspex draws.
Yeah, and that gives a
Counter to Bloodchief at the end step, I think.
Just got to remember that. Yeah, because Wormcoil will have lost 2 from the Celebrant trigger. Yep.
Yes.
Sweet. And from the death of Teysa, I get 2 cards.
And you also have...
And
Athreos.
also the Aethreos trigger at Wormcoil as well.
Oh, that can go back to your hand twice.
Lucky me.
Yeah, you can have it. Okay. I'm going to tap my Lotus Bloom for 3 white. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll cast Osgir. And then I have 5 plus 4 treasures, 9 mana remaining. I have not played land for turn. I'll play a mountain as my land for turn. And I will pass.
All right, untap and draw. Perfect spell at this time. Perfect spell. Harrow. I'm gonna sack this man. I'm gonna get 2 base.
You had me nervous.
Mountain. Or I'm sorry, forest and forest. I don't run mountains.
Those forests are so nice, Andy. I just picked up a couple of those myself. They look great.
I agree. You know what's funny? I didn't like them when preview season was coming out, and I was like, ooh. But in person, they look so much better.
Yeah, really vivid.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I have 8 mana to play Fynn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fynn. Because I have nothing else to do. I pass.
Oh, in your end step, I'll crack 1 of the treasures, the Talisman, and the Silent Clearing to take 1.
Yes.
And I will cast Anguish Unmaking on Osgir.
Oh, so mean. That's destroy target creature or exile?
Exile, non-land permanent.
Okie doke.
It's a good one. You've got 1,000,000 mana. You're good.
I guess. I don't have any creatures, though.
Mm.
I do have a Mirage Mirror, to be fair.
And you drew a bunch of cards. You drew at least 2, right?
I drew 1 on that turn and 1 the turn before, and I guess my draw step. I'm down to 2 cards in hand.
I'm down to 1.
Nice.
I guess
They
I'm
like
done at
that.
1. So it'll cost 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll still have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh.
You'll have 11 mana left over.
Plenty of mana. Plenty. No worries about mana. Just can't give Osgir haste.
Yeah, we don't need it to have haste though. We don't need it to have haste.
There's not a ton
I'll
that's
replay
actually.
the Taser.
I'm not winning the game with anything in my graveyard right now, but it's still good stuff. So a Scrap Trawler and a Lotus Bloom currently.
So
does it-
Taser back into the picture.
Mm-hmm. Are you
So I'm just trying to keep the board neat.
nice and neat?
Oh, I should have done that in a smarter way. That was stupid AF. Followed by a Mentor of the Make. I think I'm just going to sack it anyway. I don't really care to put more mana into the thing. And yeah, I'm going to, for the Viserys, sack the Mentor of the Make. Which will be 2 Cruel Celebrant triggers, 2 Grim Horror Specs triggers, 2 Aethreos triggers, and 1 Blood Chief trigger at the end of the turn.
Huh?
So I'll do my Scry. That ain't it. Cruel Celebrant trigger first. I'll go up 2.
I lost my 2.
Me too.
2 Grim Horror Specs triggers, 2 cards.
The music's really
Not
good.
draw
by
a
the way.
land.
It's slapping right now.
Yeah, it really is.
Popping off.
I hope everybody in chat's enjoying our smooth jams. Are they smooth or are they
It's a little bit upbeat. I mean, it's still smooth.
more upbeat? This one's more upbeat. All
Yeah.
right. I'm gonna try and.
I'll
match
play
it.
Mind Stone.
It's
and
like-
take
Wait, you
one
have
from the
you have
start.
Athreos trigger. You have Athreos trigger next.
Yeah, sorry, I do too. Both triggers at you again, Wormcoil.
You can put it in your hand and
so
put it
you
in your
can-
grave. No, both in your hand.
Really?
Yep.
You don't. The second one fizzles. If you put one in the graveyard, the second one will not happen. We're gonna just continue to lose life.
That's okay.
Okay.
And that's all from me. Pass, and because of the Cruel Celebrant, the Blood Chief goes up 1.
At your end step, I'm going to cast Dispatch targeting Teysa. Exile target creature because I control 3 or more artifacts.
Ooh.
Easy peasy.
Dispatch.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would just
Dispatch
tap.
right here.
Otherwise, it would just tap your creature.
High chart spark.
No. Untap. Draw for turn.
Oh, I dropped my dice. I didn't need them for anything. I'm just playing with them. Max, how's it going? I'm over here
You know,
in mono green doing nothing.
I'm
so.
enjoying how the tables have turned multiple times in this game. I feel like you've gotten moved to maybe the young adult table, Andy, and the adults are playing right now.
I'm gonna cast my commander for 10.
I'm at the kids' table eating chicken nuggets all by myself.
Chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Worst places to be.
For 7 mana, I'm gonna cast Meteor Golem. And
Yep.
on enter, I get to destroy target permanent, non-land permanent on opponent controls. I will destroy Blood Chief's Ascension.
It was so close.
I was gonna say, were you really that worried?
No, but it's either that or Cruel Celebrant, and I thought Blood Chief Ascension will start doing a lot more than just Cruel Celebrant. And also, what else am I gonna do with my turn? I'll
Mana Rock.
pass after that.
All right, untap. Draw. I will pay 2 mana for Nightshade Peddler. It says
That sounds like it's a made up card.
Yeah. It has Soul Bond. I can pair it with something, and then the 2 creatures have Death Touch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I'm not going to because Fynn has Death Touch. But I'm going to pay 2 after that and play Sakura Tribelder, and now I'm going to pair it because it says whenever another creature enters the battlefield, if they're not paired, you can pair it. So I'm going to pair those 2, so now they both have Death Touch.
Nice.
And then I will move to combat. There's like no reason to. I'm gonna pass. Yeah, over to you, Jake.
Okay. Yeah, nothing I'm gonna do on my insert. Oh yeah, I've still got this treasure. Draw for turn.
Get a card draw off that Mind Stone.
Yeah, sack it.
Yeah. If I remember, I had the treasure. I actually could have popped it, but I've missed 1 or 2 land drops. Oh no, you guys just have so much more because I cast that Winds of Abandon.
Yeah,
I'll
wins,
remember.
and then also the. Oh well, I guess everybody
Sacrificing.
Everybody benefited from
Yeah,
Field.
I've also had 3 Solemn Simulacrums and 1 Archaeomancer's map. I've been
Yeah,
ramping
that'll
a
do
lot.
it.
Okay,
I
cracking the
died.
treasure for 1 black on the Dark Prophecy.
Nice.
1 black here, and 1 black there, and I go down 1 for using the Talisman.
What's that one do?
It's whenever a creature you control dies, you draw a card and lose 1 life.
Nice. I'm glad the Tesa's gone.
Yes.
Drawing 4 per.
Yeah, that's a bit much. But if you fellas enjoyed Merciless Executioner, Plaguecrafter is going to be just as much fun.
Oh.
So
Yes.
it's free for the Plaguecrafter.
Yeah. Goodbye, Steve.
Yep. Sacrifice Meteor Golem.
Sacrifice the Plaguecrafter, of course. So that's 1 Cruel Celebrant trigger, 1 Aethreos trigger, 1 Grim Horror-Specs trigger, 1 Dark Prophecy trigger. So the life cancels out for me between Dark Prophecy and Cruel Celebrant.
Yep.
And then 2 cards and the Aethreos, the single Aethreos trigger. I'll spread it around. It's at you, Andy.
You can have that back.
Nice. This would have been the one
and then
time
draw.
I actually would have let
Sure.
it go to the graveyard.
Yeah, I was like, man, I'm gonna keep getting targeted. I'm gonna make it harder for both of us here. We'll make you crack that Mirage.
There we
Mirror
go,
if you want.
land.
Yeah. I'll have to get something
No.
out of it.
Land.
I'm just gonna say this. I had a Lightning Greaves. I had a 7/7. I could have eventually taken him out over multiple turns. I was making 7 treasures a turn.
Yeah.
I could have kept pace. But nope.
No.
Had to be infected out of the game.
I would have drawn so many cards. I wish you were still in the game, Max.
You would have milled yourself. Just been like, oh, I'm done.
No, see, I would have milled everybody else. You would have seen the alternate win for this deck.
Big Daddy
no.
Yorg.
Big Daddy Yawgmoth?
Ooh, the Yawgmoth.
Yeah.
Nice.
And does it matter if I... No, I'm happy to keep Pillow Fortin and ping you down. I'll pass. You're up.
Untap. And draw for turn. Well, it's a card. It's an artifact. It's not a land. It's still not that great. Let's see. What can I do? Yawgmoth's got pro-humans, right? But I am not a human.
Yep.
So that's okay for me.
You are not human.
We're a human after all, but Aethreos is a creature right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Well and
exactly what
truly.
went into my head too, Andy. Was that song?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
What
June and a half. I love that song.
is your loyalty at 10 right now?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. So we have to get rid of 4 pips to turn Aethreos into not a creature.
Or just get rid of Aethreos
Well, yeah, that's harder to do for me.
for a
though.
turn.
Well, Dispatch would have done that, right? Wouldn't have, or is that?
Dispatch would have done it. That's true.
Oh yeah, because it's exile. Oh, clever.
But it would have come. I mean, it would have only cost you 5 to replay.
Yeah, I just think the Teysa was a.
Portable god.
I thought the Teysa was just a much more potent target at the time. I don't know if that's still true.
I forgot.
No, I think that was the right choice. I think that was the right choice for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, you have proliferate.
Are you considering that I'll use proliferate to bring down?
You can. Mike's at 4.
It's tempting. Yeah, it's tempting. It's so mana intensive though. Hey, Mike's at 4. How many black do you want to?
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, I could proliferate thrice, and that'd get him to 7.
Okay, if I did 3 mana to crack my Dispeller's Capsule to destroy that black enchantment that you have, Jake.
The Dark Prophecy. Yeah, I will, in response, pay 1 life and sacrifice the. I might just go the whole hog here. I'll sacrifice the Viserys and the Cruel Celebrant. And I will place a -1/-1 counter on. Is Nightshade Peddler just a 1/1?
Yes.
Okay, 1 on Nightshade Peddler and 1 on Osgir.
Okay.
Do I get both Cruel Celebrant triggers or just one?
If you sacrifice the Viserys first,
it's itself. It says itself, yeah. So Viserys first and then the Cruel Celebrant.
Yep.
Yeah, Andy.
No, you're sacking them to Yawgmoth.
Yeah.
Yeah, to Yawgmoth, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll gain 2 life, but that gets cancelled out by the Dark Prophecy that's still here right now.
And the Yawgmoth, right? So you gotta pay 2 life to sack as well.
Oh, yes, I do too. So I just go down 2. And then I get 2 draw triggers here, 2 draw triggers here.
Did we take
2 draw triggers here?
Okay, yeah, we have 2, right?
Yep, I took my 2.
Okay.
And
yeah, you 2 just take 2.
And yes, you get to draw
so
6
draw triggers. 2, 4, 6. Yep, and then is it exile or just destroyed for the Dark Prophecy?
It is destroy.
Yeah, you have Athreos
Destroy.
triggers still.
Yeah, and then the Aethreos triggers at you, Wormcoil.
This Cruel Celebrant can go in your graveyard for sure. I'll take 3 for that one.
Yep.
You can have the Viserys back.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm good.
Is Aethreos no longer a creature now?
Aethreos is no longer a creature.
Wonderful.
Have at it. Have at it.
Wonderful.
Show me what you got.
There's a path. That's why there's a single plains up.
Yep.
if there is, there is. I'm gonna move to combat. I'm gonna declare Osgir as an attacker at you, Jake. It's a 3/3 currently.
Yep.
I can pay 1 to sacrifice an artifact to give it +2/+0 until end of turn.
That's pretty spooky, but
Mirage Mirror into Fynn. Mirage Mirror into Fynn.
Yeah, but Osgir doesn't
well, that
have
worked,
death.
but does
Osgir doesn't
Osgir
have death touch.
Oh.
Andy, the look of disappointment in your face as you realized.
Oh
Hold
no.
on. Can I give you turn it into Bow of Nylea and then you can't do both.
You can.
Nope.
So what you can
Well, not blocks from me. If you've got something up your sleeve, I want to experience the full wrath of it.
What's your infect at right now?
Mine.
Jake's infect is at 2.
Oh, so
2.
I can only do 2 more.
Oh, okay.
Shoot anyways. Oh wait, it's only attacking creatures get death touch, or is it when a creature attacks it gains death touch until end of turn?
No, it's attacking. You can't stack this because it'll go away.
Yeah. Never mind then. Okay, so it's 3 Osgir coming at you. I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could do 10 more. I could do 13 Osgir at you.
I mean, that's pretty good.
I want to draw all those cards. Oh wait, I can't. I'm dead.
I'm never gonna live this down.
1, 2.
Just some banter from the grave. Don't worry.
1, 2.
Exactly.
4. I'll spend 4 mana to sacrifice Archaeomancer's Map, Soul Ring, and these 2 treasure tokens to give Osgir 2, 4, 6, 8 plus 8/0 until end of turn.
Yep.
Make him 11 power.
Woo.
2 mana for Boros Charm to give him double strike until end of turn.
Ooh. Taking him up to 22.
22
right?
commander damage.
Oh no.
Okay. Okie dokie. And that's taking into account the minus. Well, oh yeah, you've already got the thing on it, don't you?
It is. Yes.
Okay. My only shot is to sack the Grim Horror Specs to Yawgmoth to put another -1/-1 counter on Osgir. Oh, you can still sacrifice the Mirage Mirror. Oh, well, I may as well force you to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so that, and then I get a draw. And it is not a Path of Exile, so I'm not looking to crash hot.
All right, and then I will do the Mirage Mirror sack to make sure that it's 21 commander damage.
Nice. Well done.
Woo.
Well done.
And then is
I have a friend.
my second main phase.
Uh-oh.
Answer from the grave. I'm joining you. Well played. That was sweet.
Thanks. How about I spend 3 mana and tap Osgir to make 2 copies of Mirage Mirror,
Oh, that's really good.
Oh no.
and then I'll pass.
I'll pay 2, and I'm gonna put a +1/+1 counter on Fynn the Fangbearer. Untap, draw. Bleh. I mean, I don't have anything to do. I'm gonna swing at you for 2 Death Touch.
I'll turn one of my Mirage Mirrors into a Fynn and block with Fynn.
Yeah, I'll Beast within it before.
Okay.
Block.
I'll get a 3/3. Oh, before I declare blocks?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will get hit by Fynn.
Well, you can still declare blocks. I guess you can.
I already
Yeah.
used. Oh yeah, because now I have a beast token. Yeah, sure. I'll block.
Because
with
then the
beast
other
token.
one will at least die then.
Yeah, I'll block the beast token.
Okay. And then I will pass.
Untap. Draw for turn.
That was a wild Osgir turn.
That was fun.
It was.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Wait.
Man, should I just turn this Mirage Mirror into a Fynn and start getting in there
You can just kill me, then, right?
with Infect?
Well, no, but your stuff. Oh yeah, well you could, yeah, you could. Because you'll have a Fynn and it itself has Death Touch.
That's true. It is true.
I mean, I think you're just gonna kill me before that, though. If you do it with just.
That's what I'm going to try too. So I am going to move to combat, and I'll swing 3 commander damage at you.
Yeah, I take 3, Osgir.
And then I'll move to my second main phase.
Uh-huh.
I'm just going to try to leave up 2 mana at any given time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll do 7 to make 2 copies of Meteor Golem. And blow up your last 2 non-land permanents other than Soul Ring.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna pay 2. I'm gonna tap Bow of Nightly. I'm gonna put 4 cards from my graveyard onto the bottom of my library in any order.
Okay.
Boring Collects, Triumph of the Hordes, Karn's Bastion, and Primal Might. I don't know if I have a tutor or anything, but maybe I will. Put 'em
Maybe you
on
can
the
get a
bottom.
shuffle effect.
Yeah, or shuffle. Okay, Fynn Command Zone. Yeah.
And then I'll pay 2 mana for a Steel Overseer and pass the turn.
All right, untap, draw. Oh, that's cool. I'll pay 4 for a Toski. I have a blocker that's indestructible.
Nice.
And then
The
I
Super
pass.
Squirrel.
Super Squirrel. Pass.
Untap.
He's friends with Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Draw for turn.
That just came out again, right?
Yeah.
Is it any good?
I've
don't
heard
It was actually.
I've heard
It
it
was
is good.
enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the
It
power and
has like
toughness of
a lot of
Tusky?
good cheap laughs.
Toski's an indestructible 1/1.
1/1. Perfect. I will move to combat. I'm gonna tap my Steel Overseer to put a +1/+1 counter on all my artifact creatures, which are these two meteor golems, and I'll swing with Osgir and my 2 meteor golems. So meteor golems are 4/4s, Osgir's a 3/3.
I'll block Osgir.
Okay, you'll take 8 damage from meteor golem.
15.
6 mana for a Hellkite Tyrant.
Uh oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Well, I don't have any. I guess I have a.
You got a
an
soul ring.
artifact.
That's right.
I have an artifact.
And then I will do.
Imagine if you had a smuggler's cache off of one of those and then tapping. Kind of cool.
I'll do 3 mana for 2 copies of Scrap Trawler from my graveyard.
All right.
And then I'll pass
So
this turn.
Modern KCI.
Yeah, probably.
KCI's in the deck.
All I got is a Swiftfoot boot, so
Iggy.
you got it.
Yes.
You got it. Good game.
Good game. Oh, I
Good
Piston
game.
Sledge
Good game.
coming up. What a good.
Geez, there are a lot of twists and turns in that one.
There
was
was.
great.
There was. That was the end of turn 11. So yeah.
Mike tracks turn order.
I
So
do. Turn order and number
Nice.
of turns. It was I think it was the,
turn 11 for
It was the
once there's less than 4 people, I guess.
Yeah, it was the command zone specifically that was like looking at stuff on YouTube, and they cared about how many turns were in a game. And
Yeah.
I'm like, that's actually kind of cool.
Wild. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fascinating.
we recorded. We're recording our CDH group. Turn order. Who went first? What turn was won on? And for a while, we were even trying to put down a quick note on what was actually won with. Like if it was just Thoracle, there wasn't much need to, but
Right.
particularly if there were interesting lines.
Right. Okay.
It's good. It gives you a really interesting idea of how your meta plays out.
Yes.
Right?
Well,
Absolutely.
thank you everyone for joining for this game. Stick around. We are going to come back for game 2, but we are going to take a small break. We're going to grab new decks. We're going to grab a drink or two, and we'll be right back. So please